Joe Biden should have a warrant out for his arrest. Yeah, a literal warrant out for his arrest right now for assault and battery on someone's intelligence. Yeah, it's an insult. This is an insult to young black people everywhere. Joe Biden gave a rambling 6-minute response to a question of why should we vote for you? Why should we vote for anyone? It wasn't even just you. He said, besides being black, because you ain't black, why would we vote for you, Joe? And it's 6 minutes of, let me throw that against the wall. Let me throw that against the wall. Let me throw this against the wall. Now, if you're new to this show, and you're watching this, and you're not like, oh, God, we got to get Biden in there, or I'm going to cut my wrist. If you're not like that, and you still have even a little bit, an ounce of calm and an ounce of discernment, an ounce of like, yo, let me look at this for what it is. Am I wrong? Or am I being biased? Is Joe answering questions at all? And if you say, well, no politicians answer questions, then that just answered the young man's question. He's just another politician saying a bunch of crap, doing his best to run out the time, does not want that young man to do a follow-up because George Stephanopoulos sure as hell ain't answering no follow-ups. He let Joe Biden talk for 6 minutes uninterrupted about some shit off of 4 various speeches that he's given, stitched together, weaved together in an unrecognizable elephant man discombobulation of thoughts. It's like someone opened Biden's brains and just shook all of the memories and thoughts out of it on a blanket. And they just went everywhere like blocks. Like the jungle gym with the balls in it. And they're all thoughts everywhere. He just whee! And he just throws out things. And people go, yeah, this house, he's talking, he said the word black. They don't even listen to what he's saying. It's like, what is it? What? Oh, yeah. And words and school. And, I mean, come on, guys. And this is the guy. And you say, I'm not supposed to even notice this. It's like I'm in a place that everyone's naked. I'm the only one with clothes. And I'm like, damn, everybody's naked. And you're going, what's the big deal? There's no clothes on anyone. That's what it's like to be one of a very few people who used to have, afro, used to have black hair, that actually listened, grew up on hip-hop, has a black wife, a black mother, blew up in a black working class family and neighborhood, did all the regular stuff, wanted to rap and, and get a nice SUV with rims. Like most young black people grew up in the 90s. Saw my friends, almost all of them. A lot of them go to jail. Some murdered in the streets during the crack era of somehow someone boated in all that crack, cocaine, suffering from those bills that Joe Biden passed. And now I'm supposed to ignore all of that because Trump bad, Trump racist. And now, and even to talk about the truth, even if you want me to ignore it, you can't admit what your eyes see. Jamie Foxx, D.L. Hughley, you did not hear him. Joe Biden meander endlessly. Earthquake, you do not hear this. Shannon Sharp, do you not hear this? Do you, all these people, you do not, am I the only one hearing that this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about? That he is condescending to black people and saying nothing tangible. And don't talk to me about Trump right now. I do Trump next segment. Right now, we're talking about Biden and his inability to articulate a fucking thought. His inability to be on point on anything. Anything. Now, you would think that this would be the plateau of my disgust for the shit that they called a town hall. Okay, but it's not. Because the next clip is even worse. That's right, guys. I'm dropped 2 F-bombs already. And that's not even the worst clip. That's not even the worst clip. That's not even the worst clip. You ready for it? I got a song. I wrote a song. Want to hear it? Here you go.
I have mixed feelings about the 94 crime bill debate. I'm very clear on the 94 crime bill. Of course, it was something that I happily weaponized during the primaries because he needed to answer for it. But at the same time, I think it's a weapon now being wielded by people who would happily and giddily do even more damage to the Black community and to minority communities. So the disingenuousness of it, to me, it reeks. And the fact that Joe Biden waited this long to disavow it in the way that he did, that's just bad politics, right? That's not only like bad judgment, but that's really bad politics. So I'm glad he's finally come around to it. But by the time he came around to it, like, I've moved on past it, right? And I think more people need to move on past it because at this point, it's in the hands. When it's a debate between the progressive wing of the Democratic Party, Bernie Sanders, who openly spoke out against those aspects in '94 against Joe Biden, that's one thing because we have Bernie Sanders on the record being against the very things that came into fruition. When it's a debate between Joe Biden and the Republican Party, I'm not even concerned about the 94 crime bill anymore because I know if Republicans have their way, they will double down on it in 2020.
Right. That's a good point.